Connected and respected.
Welcome to Connected and Respected, everybody. Today we're going to learn about this word called assertiveness. Can everybody say assertiveness?
Assertiveness.
Yeah, it's about the difference between mean and strong. Can everyone say mean and strong?
Mean and strong.
Yeah. Okay. So I want you to think about times when you feel really, really proud of yourself. Put on your thinking cap and think about times when you feel really proud of yourself, when you feel good about yourselves, when you feel really strong. What do you think it means to feel strong and proud of yourself? Yes.
It's to do something that you never did before.
If you did something you never did before, what about you, Marcus? What do you think?
I cracked an egg by myself.
Oh, you cracked an egg all by yourself. So then you felt proud and strong? Yeah. So that's kind of is the strong I'm thinking of. Kind of like confidence. Can you say confidence?
Confidence.
It's really when you feel like, I can do it. Can everybody say, I think I can, I think I can.
I think I can.
Some of you maybe have read this story about the little train that could.
Yeah.
And she said to herself, I think I can, I think I
Yeah, she
can.
did.
So these kind of feelings are all kind of connected to each other when we feel them in our emotions, feeling proud of ourselves, feeling strong, feeling confident, I can do it, right? Those are some feelings that are kind of connected and kind of similar. Remember when we talked about same and different?
Mm-hmm.
Those feelings are kind of similar. Yeah. It's the kind of feeling you have when you know you've done the right thing, like you told the truth even when it wasn't convenient for you to do that, even if it meant you might get in trouble, but you still did the right thing and told the truth. Or being strong enough not to eat something that wasn't healthy for you, like a delicious cookie, when you knew that it was the right thing to eat healthy food, right? Those things are hard, but if you are strong enough to do them, you can feel really proud of yourself.
Like Daddy ate like 2 donuts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But when you resist it and you're like, you know what, this might not be a good time, and you do the right thing anyway,
Because
then
it was
you can
for
feel
breakfast.
proud. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you think of a time where you resisted doing something? You were like, ooh, I want to, but I know it's not the right thing. And you felt proud of yourself for doing the right thing? Yeah? What? Can you think of a time? Put on your thinking cap so you can think. Do you have one you thought of? Yes.
One time I went to eat Oreos. I was thinking that in my head,
Mm-hmm.
but when I saw them, but instead I just said I don't want any, and someone just shared some with me.
I can think of a time where I was feeling really impatient, and I was driving somewhere, and I was like, oh, I just want to go right away. And then I was like, you know what? I see somebody else, and they may need to go first. And let me just slow what I'm doing down and be thoughtful about that other person.
Was it me?
Hmm?
Was it me?
It wasn't you, but it could have been you. Huh? It could have been anybody.
Was it Daddy?
No, it was just a stranger, and I decided to stop what I was doing and slow down and be considerate. Can you think of a time where you used some resistance and didn't do just what you felt like, but did the right thing instead? Okay, Marcus needs a little more think time. So that's what we'll do for our circle today. We'll say, I feel good about myself when I. Okay, so take a moment and think about it. And when you're ready, you'll open your eyes so I'll know you're ready to share. Okay, I'll start our circle. Oh, Marcus, do you need a couple more seconds? 3, 2, 1. All right, hands down, and I'll start our circle. All right, so here we go. I feel good about myself when I do an act of kindness. Like I brought my friend who had surgery, I brought her some food. I felt good about myself.
I had a friend named Maya, and she wanted to go on the slide with me, but I didn't. So I just went on the slide with her. I had a friend named Raymond, and I missed seeing him. And I helped one night when he was sleeping over. He doesn't like the dark. He's afraid. Even though he's a big kid, I helped him.
Thank you for sharing about these times when you felt strong and proud of yourself. Okay? So in our lessons, we've talked about different things. We've talked about when people feel angry, there's things that people do that are kind, and there's things that they do that are not kind, right? Mm-hmm. Right? And we also talked about being a good listener and being strong in our listening habits, right? So today we're going to talk a little bit more about how to be strong. We're going to talk about a story of the sun and the wind. And then we're going to talk about how to be strong with others in different situations and how to be strong with ourselves in different situations. Do you have a question about our lesson?
I have a comment. We forgot to do our feeling check.
We don't have time to do a feelings check-in today, so it's not part of our agenda for today. Okay? All right. So to be part of the sun story, I'm going to need some helpers, okay? I'm going to hold 2 papers like this, and you pick one and you pick one. Let's see which part you have. Okay.
I got the wind.
You got the wind, and you got the sun. And so when I read the story, if you're the wind and I'm doing the wind part, I want you to do like this, okay? And hold it up for everyone to see. And when it's the sun part, what will you do?
Hold the sun up.
Yeah, can you practice holding it on the side like that? There we go. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to read this story outside. The wind had been blowing its cold, prickly breath all morning long and was feeling very, very strong. The sun had been shining its bright light all morning long and was also feeling very strong. The song sang to itself as it shone. I am the sunshine, I am the sunshine, I spread happiness, oh yes I do. I shine with kindness, I shine with caring, you can be like the sunshine too. The wind thought it was better than the sun. When I hold my cold, prickly breath, I am more powerful than you. Hiss the wind to the sun. No, you are not, said the sun, and shook her head with glee. You are not stronger than I, for I am the sunshine, I am the sunshine, I spread happiness, oh yes I do. I shine with kindness, I shine with caring, you can be like the sunshine too. The wind did not like the sun's song. Scowling and wagging his finger at the sun, the wind argued back, no, more powerful than you. Well, maybe you're not, said the sun. Yes, I am, said the wind. The sun said, well, maybe you're not. The wind said, yes, I am. Okay, well, maybe we should have a challenge, said the sun. Do you see those little children out there waiting waiting for the bus to take them to school. They all have on their winter coats, hats, mittens, and scarves. Let's see which one of us is powerful enough to get the children to take off the winter clothes. The wind said, "Okay, I take your challenge." So the wind began to blow its cold, icy breath at the children, making a whooshy sound. It blew and blew for all it was worth. It pushed and pushed at the children. It pulled and pulled at them. But the more the wind blew and pushed and pulled, the more the children held on to their coats, hats, and mittens and scarves closer and closer to the body. The wind tried and tried and tried, but it could not get the children to take off their winter clothes. Then the sun said, "Now it's my turn." The sun shone happy beams all over the children's faces and bodies. The children began to feel warm. The sun shone brighter and brighter. The children felt warmer and warmer and more relaxed. They began to unbutton their coats, and they took off their scarves. They took off their mittens, and they took off their hats. They even took off their coats. "Well, perhaps you're not more powerful than I," said the sun. And the wind said, "I guess maybe you're right." The sun sang its song as the children waited for the bus, holding all their winter clothes in their arms. They sang the sun's song too. And the wind decided to join in by dancing gently around the children as they sang. And they all sang this song together. "We are the sunshine, we are the sunshine." Can you sing? "We are the sunshine, we are the sunshine. We spread happiness, oh yes we do. We shine with kindness, we shine with caring. You can be like the sunshine too." So let's put our sun and our wind down and think about them. There were two different ways of being strong in this story, right? The sun, the wind was an icy, mean, uncomfortable, making everybody uncomfortable kind of strong, right? And what kind of strong was the sun?
Comfortable.
It was comfortable and kind and loving, right? But the sun still stood up for what it believed in, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's think about how we can do that with our lives. Most of the time, we think of being strong, we think about muscle strong. Huh? Can everybody make big muscles? But we have been thinking about other ways to be strong in our character, in our hearts. Can everybody point to their hearts? Yeah. So how do we show that we are strong listeners? What strong ways do we have of dealing with our angry feelings? The wind definitely had more force than the sun, right? He had much more muscle strength. But it was the sun that spread happiness and sunshine who turned out to be stronger in the long run. It's not good to be weak, to let other people do wrong things or to hurt you or to let them have their way. We have to stand up for what we believe in, right? But which way are we going to stand up for what we believe in? Yes, we're going to use the sun's way to stand up for what we believe in and what we believe that's right. So let's think about different situations. And what would be the mean way to say something, and what would be the strong way to say something? Okay. Yes.
Can I say a mean thing?
Okay. So there's here's situation number one. Okay.
It's sunny in your hat, and someone gets a big fan and turns it on number 4. But the person got cold, so it grabbed its hat and stuff, and then the person turned it on to 10, and then their winter stuff followed off.
Okay, so what would be the mean thing to say to someone that had turned up a fan really cold and you were uncomfortable? What would it be a mean way to say it?
You're the worst! I'm gonna break your fan!
Oh my gosh, you're the worst. Okay, what would be a strong way to tell the person that you didn't like the cold fan and ask them to please stop? What could you say in a strong, kind way?
Please, can you turn off the fan?
Please turn off the fan, right? That's a strong way. That's the way the sun would do it. All right, let's get our feet ready for learning. Let's get our bottoms ready for learning. Let's get our hands ready for learning. Let's get our ears ready for learning. And let's get our eyes ready for learning. Thank you. Okay, so what about if you were, your friend said, hey, I want to play baseball, and you did not want to play baseball? What would be a mean way to tell someone you didn't want to play?
I'm not gonna play with you.
I'm not going to play with you. That would be
excluding.
okay. That would be excluding. What would be a strong way to tell someone that you didn't want to play that game?
I don't want to play. Thank you.
You could say no thank you, huh? Can you think of something else you could say?
Please, can we play something else?
You could make a request. Please, could we play something else? Okay. What about if your parents asked you to help with a project? What would
No, I don't want to help with your project.
Oh, no, I don't want to. Okay, and did you hear that tone that Marcus has?
No, I don't want to help you.
Oh, that was the other thing, is that we forgot to say it's not only what we say, but how we say it, huh? With the what kind of voice. Okay, what would be the strong and kind way?
Please, can I play for a little bit while you set it up?
Okay, you said a please word, and you asked, huh? What about if you built a big tower and you didn't want your sibling or your cousin or someone at school to touch it?
You can't come in my room just because you were going to step on it.
Oh, look at that. And look at that voice. He used the not so kind voice. What would be the kind thing to say?
Please, can you come in my room but rock around it?
Well, you could ask, please be careful. That's the request, right? Okay. Let's do one more situation with another person, and we're going to change it up a bit because Marcus has been saying this side, and you've been saying this side. We're going to do the opposite now. So this is a student telling a classmate that it's his turn to do something in the classroom. What would be the mean?
It's my...
Olivia's going to show us the mean way this time.
You can't play my Play-Doh.
Oh, okay. And Marcus, can you think of the strong and kind way to say?
Please, can you not play with the Play-Doh?
Okay. All right, so that's that request. So that's how we could be strong with others. What about the way that we talk to ourselves, right? Can you think about when part of you wants to do something and part of you doesn't, right? So, like, part of you wants to go outside and play without even putting your jacket on. And then the other part of you is like, whoa, that might not be healthy. Can we get our hands ready for learning, please? Thank you.
Because that'd be like this.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So should you tell yourself, like, mean things like, oh, well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
You're going to get yourself sick. What could you tell yourself?
To put a coat on.
You could say, please put a coat on, huh? Right? Can you think of Another time, what if you're trying to do something really difficult and part of you wanted to quit? What would be the mean thing to tell yourself?
I have to do this for class.
Yeah. And what would be the kind thing to tell yourself?
I have to finish it before class.
Mm-hmm. And what could you tell yourself?
Please can you quiet down and then turn into the other part with my other part?
Yeah.
Because part of me is working.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're screaming when I'm trying to focus, I can't work.
Yeah. So there's kind things that we can tell ourselves as well as other people when we need to be strong. Sometimes we need to be strong with ourselves and use our assertiveness. Can you say assertiveness?
Assertive.
Sometimes we need to do that with ourselves, and sometimes we need to do it with other people. Okay? All right. So these are all kinds of different examples of ways we can be mean or strong. Do you see any things that you notice that are like the same about the mean things? One thing we talked about was our tone of voice, right? Oh, that's not a kind tone of voice. Can you show us a tone of voice that's not kind? Can you show us a kind tone of voice? Say hello.
Hello. Hello. Can I show you a mean expression?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. Can you go back and try again and do it a kind way?
I just want to play with the toy and you took it.
Oh.
Please, can you not take it?
Let's go back and try again. Can you say, can you start the whole thing with your kind voice?
You took something. Next time, can you not take it? Okay.
Oh, right. So let's practice some phrases that we can remember, so some words we can remember even when we're super, super duper upset, okay? Can everyone say, let's get our hands ready for voting. Can everyone say, I don't like it, please stop?
I don't like it, please stop.
Let's say it 2 more times.
I don't like it, please stop. I don't like it, please stop.
So even when you're super duper upset and you just don't know what you could say because you just want it to stop and you're angry, you could remember, oh, this is the word I always say, so I don't have to figure out what kind words to say when I'm super duper upset, okay? And another one that we practice a lot is
I don't like it when.
Yeah, can you show everybody how to do an I don't like it when?
I don't like it when you put my racket away when I'm coming for it. Next time, can you wait for me to come towards it and then we can figure it out? Okay.
That's a real life example of a problem that Marcus and Olivia...
I can tell the last part.
Yeah, you want to tell the last part?
I don't like it when you snatch the racket from me and give me my racket. Next time, can you not? And also put it somewhere high where I can't reach it. But I just wanted it there.
Oh, bless you. Here's a Kleenex right there. Okay, we are all done with our lesson. So we're going to do our last part of our lesson is to think about the ways that we work with each other, okay? So if I'm like, oh, I have this fist and I want it to be this way, but you think I should have an open hand, can you try forcing me to have an open hand? See what happens. The mean way isn't really working, huh?
Yeah.
Can you try a strong and kind assertiveness way?
Please, can you open your hand? Please, can you open your hand?
Okay. All right. See, that's the way we can be with each other. Okay, we're going to end our lesson by singing the Sun Song, which was, here it is, ready, go. We are the sunshine. We are the sunshine. We spread happiness. Oh yes we do. We shine with kindness. We shine with care. You can be like the sunshine too. Thank you for joining us.
Bye bye.